Well, good day, YouTubers, and thank you for tuning in to today's very different video on a very tropical and hot day outside in the middle of a heat wave. And yes, don't tell me that I'm urinating next to a hedgerow because, hey, let's just go ahead and see some luck. And that luck is, guess what you may have missed so far when I did that smash and crash and, oh my goodness me, look at this. Look at the mess I've just made! Crikeys, what is that? You remember I did that video where I did a complete smash and crash of that knockoff toy truck that I made a complete stupid video of? Well, guess what? That is the wreckage. That is the complete and utter wreckage that you saw in that video. Yay! Woohoo! But in this video, we're not talking about that. We're going to be talking about how the plants are doing in this tropical heat wave. And yes, today is going to be like 30 degrees Celsius. But hey, clearly because I went to Malaysia, there has been a complete resilience with the tropical heat outside. Look what we've got there. Woo! We've got some nasturtiums, baby. And look at them beautiful flowers. They have finally been blossomed. In fact, they were blossoming around yesterday because, hey, thanks to the energy of the beautiful tropical sunshine. Tell you what. Oh my goodness me, I need to turn the camera back on. There you go. Look at all of those damn flowers. They're blossoming like mad. That is awesome. That is what I would call heaven. And it looks like these two are finally the only ones that have been blossoming, which is nice to see. And guess what? There's another flower that's about to pop out. Look at that. I have just made a complete grove of all sorts of flowers like nasturtiums, but look what's coming up to blossom. We have got a coreopsis. Look at that. Now, our next flower on the cards to blossom is the coreopsis. And boy, by the time when summer still continues on to heat up, well, I'll tell you what, we're going to be seeing a massive flower grove of nasturtiums, zinnias, and cosmoses. And even that coreopsis right over here as well. And as you can see, the heat of the day is making it all too well and oh so good. Yay, now that is what I'd call complete and utter awesomeness. And thanks to the fact that I've been rehabilitating those flowers, tell you what, that was actually fantastic. The other good news is that the zinnias have also been growing so well. I feel like I need to transplant some more zinnias, but I don't know if I'm going to go ahead and do so. We've also got more zinnias here. I bet you what, this one right here, although it's surrounded by fungi, this one here is actually growing nicely. That one there has got a bit of fungal disease right there, which I'm not really that key into. That leaf there, it's not that great. But what I've also noticed is that, hey, apart from the zinnias, I'm also seeing all kinds and all sorts of beautiful nasturtium leaves right there. And look, there's more blossoms right there, but I don't think it's going to be blossoming at this time here. I think it's only just buds and that sort of thing. And of course, yes, apart from the nasturtium flowers, I'm really excited. We've also got this sort of similar flower right here. There's also some pink flowers there. And overall, it looks oh so cool. We've actually got some field mustards blossoming. And strangely enough, we've actually got a very weird visitor that actually appeared from like last year. And then actually, oh no. Why am I seeing bird feathers there? Maybe there's some sort of dead bird. I believe it might have been a wood pigeon. I think that's wood pigeon because you can see the feathers look like that. I'm pretty sure it might have been a cat or possibly a sparrowhawk that might have came along and lunged down to that poor little pigeon that has came along and straightforward fed on some bird food. And I'm pretty sure why. Maybe there might have been a squirrel that might have came along and killed it on purpose, but I don't know. Strange enough, I'm seeing feathers, feathers, and feathers. It seems like one of those nature documentaries talking about urban wildlife has made it far more edgier than just seeing feathers plumping around or cluttering around in this whole garden. And what's very weird is that look at the wheat. I can actually start to see some wheat right there. Don't know how hot is it going to be. I think to get the right amount of heat, you need to have lots and lots of hot energy from the sunshine to make the heat to actually make the wheat look all crispier and all crunchy. And hopefully if we get a proper hot July or August, maybe the best part is that, hey, we will start to see a complete another transformation of the wheat themselves. It will be amazing. And what's amazing is that we've got some parsley here. We've got a ladybird right there. Lots and lots of parsley. I also did harvest out some earlier parsley because they were starting to wilt in the middle of the summer heat, so I decided to harvest them earlier. And it looks like we've got wild cabbage, and apparently a flower that I planted last year has also made a complete comeback. Now that's very nice to see. Another orange looking flower has started to blossom, and I'll tell you what, hey, there'll be more flowers coming up along the way, apart from seeing all of the nasty debris. And look, we've got butterflies coming around here. That is just stunning. And I'll tell you what, we've got some roses, we've got some other white flowers, which I haven't got the name of. Boy, this is heaven. Now that is ballistically awesome, and it's way beyond the fact that I really love Mother Nature so much. Wow, look at that. Just a stunning, very awesome looking display here in the back of my garden. Look at that white butterfly. It's fluttering like mad. That's really awesome to see. And it looks like we've got some bird food here that has been demolished by birds, squirrels, I don't know. Probably rats. I have to say, it's a fantastic day outside. There's more white flowers here. Don't know if these are very good or bad looking white flowers there. Growing right in the middle of my backyard garden, of course. Brightness has gone automatic for some reason, eh? But overall, it's a stunning looking garden display. And as you can see, the nasturtiums, after being transplanted by me, maybe one of the best things that you can see is, hey, look at how much hard work I've been doing with. I'll tell you what, I think, I don't know how much process is it going to be like as time flies by. And best part is, the nasturtiums that I've made so far during about, April, I suppose, that really worked so very nicely. And I'll tell you what, I think that plant there is about 2 months old. Same with that one there as well. Maybe over 2 months old, because I'll tell you what, after planting those back in April, there you go. What a fantastic, stunning display. And what's even more interesting is that we've also got one right here that might also emerge out, of course, What's even more interesting is that we've actually got more blossoms, more leaves coming out, and there you go. The cycle of the nasturtium repeats all by itself. And one of the best things I could really say about them flowers is that after, this one here is straightforward blossoming here as well. I think after, this one is straightforward wilting, I can deadhead this flower to promote more flowers. And speaking of flowers, there's even more of that activity as well. More flowering activity coming up later on as the day starts to heat up. Completely and utterly awesome. And that's actually very stunning. The zinnias are planted. This one here is straightforward tweaking a bit. I don't know why, but hey, it seems like they are doing sort of well. In these conditions, yes, I tell you what, I'm hoping that, because of the strong, hot sunshine here that we've got at the moment, hopefully around Saturday, it should be probably a mixture of sunshine and hit and miss thundery showers. I'm not quite totally sure of weather forecasting, because, weather always seems to go edgeways and sideways. Let's take a look at the cosmos here. Quite curious about the cosmos, because I'm quite curious of just how tall this one is, but it seems like I can't see a flower head in these plants. I've been waiting for those. And we've got some parakeets. Whoa! Wow, did you see that? There was just one parrot that was just flying, eh? Probably want a cracker? No crackers for you, because you're being invasive to the whole British ecosystem. But yeah, seeing that parrot outside makes me feel like I'm in another country in the tropics. And then we've also got this giant looking weed. Look at the size of this thing. This plant is towering like mad. I'm pretty sure that sunflower could potentially reach to the size of that thing. Maybe 2 meters like so. Or whatever. Because I really don't know how tall this thing is going to be like. Who knows, maybe double the height of this thing. Quite an amazing, giant looking plant. Maybe I can cut it down, but hey, this is totally and utterly awesome. I'm starting to see all sorts of different things popping right out, and I have to say, it's one of the best things on how these ecosystems work. The buttercups are also still there. Yeah, right behind me. Yeah, I'll tell you what, my meadow is becoming really, really diverse in terms of flowers. Look at that. And I'll tell you what, the other end also has a lot more in the way of flowers, and I'm telling you what, guys, this is awesome. This is actually very, very amazing. You can start to see why I'm feeling impressed about them flowers. Really, really cool. And I'll tell you what, after straightforward growing so many plants, I might as well just start heading upstairs, because I've got breakfast. And I've got online learning later on. So if you really enjoyed this amazing hot day gardening tour, please give this video a very good like. Oh, hang on. I totally forgot about the roses, didn't I? How the hell did I just forget about those damn roses? Like that, okay? You got the roses right there. They've actually been doing so well. Maybe one of them wilts down. I might as well come along and harvest them. Maybe I could probably harvest them roses and give them to someone else. So, if you really enjoyed this very amazing video on YouTube, of course, I'll give the video a like, but subscribe for more for that videos in the future. I should actually do a proper ending like that somehow. And as always, thanks so much for watching, and goodbye for now, and stay tuned for other stuff along the way here. Well, let me just throw in something a little bit extra here. Now, of course, yes, I've been making YouTube videos for a very long period of time, but I'm actually sort of thinking I might want to try and step away from YouTube and actually focus on other content that will might be probably a bit more viable than what YouTube is up to in the future and today. And I think starting from now, who knows, I could probably straightforward ditch out the all thanks for watching and bye for now sort of thing, what I've just said earlier on. But I'll be still continuing on to produce videos, mainly in the form of toy reviews. And that's what I'm going to be doing here. So after making this video, man, I might probably thin down the activity and reduce that activity on YouTube just to focus on other things that are actually much better for me, considering that YouTube has already been the format for my content, you know, for a long period of time. But I'm just sort of thinking maybe a very good idea is to just strip away from YouTube and actually go away from YouTube a bit and maybe focus on other different social media platforms. Not ones like TikTok, but I'm probably guessing like maybe... oh yes, I've got a website here as well. Oh yeah, by the way, I'm also working on a website that I might try and do for about every 30 to 45 minutes. Because building a website is straightforward, relatively, how would you say it? Pretty nice to get people to know about me. And in that case, hey, that will also lift the number of subscribers. We'll just see about that. And I'm quite curious as the day which it was on. It's getting quite hot outside. Might as well head in. Bye.